We've got some more Valhalla news to go over today, switching between male and female versions of Eivor, the power system, flighting battles, hidden blade information, and some more in here too. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future Valhalla videos. So that we know we'll have to choose between the male and female version of Eivor at the start of the Valhalla campaign, but it turns out that you can swap back and forth between the male and female versions whenever you feel like it. There is an option to press up on the D-pad whilst in the menu screens. Doing so will let you interact with the Animus and start playing as the other version of Eivor, so you can play the game with both characters rather than needing to start again. I really like this idea as someone who got 50 hours into Odyssey before realising that I really should have picked Cassandra over Alexios. It'll be nice to have the option to switch back and forth. Let me know down in the comments which version you're planning on starting with, and if you do plan to switch it up at all during your playthrough. We also saw some footage of the flighting or Viking rap battles, and I've got to be honest, I was kinda disappointed with what they showed. I know we only got a look at a really small segment of these, but I thought they'd be funnier than what they were. They just came across a little bit too serious for my liking. I was expecting more humour, like the Monkey Island sword fights. Hopefully these will evolve into something a bit more as the game progresses. Character levels will not feature in Valhalla. In their place is a power score, so we'll still collect experience points while playing, and when you've earned enough XP, you'll unlock a new skill point to spend inside one of the game's skill menus. Each of these grants a bonus like higher maximum health or increased damage with bows and more along those lines. Each of these skill trees has a power score based on the amount of nodes that you've unlocked within that tree, and your overall power is all of these power scores combined. It also looks that there are now two different skill trees. We've got one of these trees for abilities, and to progress through this one and unlock these skills, we need to find special books out in the world. The other tree is for increasing your stats. This skill tree is the one that I mentioned earlier, unlocking nodes with the skill points that you've earned whilst gaining experience. It's broken down into three separate branches. The bear branch focuses on combat, the raven tree is all about stealth, and the wolf branch focuses on hunter upgrades, making you more effective with your bow. All the gear in Valhalla corresponds to one of these animal skill branches, identified by the colour of their background in your inventory. For example, weapons associated with the bear path will have a red background in your inventory and be more effective if you have more nodes in that skill branch unlocked. This gives us a few extra ways to customise our character and tailor them to the way that we want to play the game. Ubisoft had already confirmed that all weapons and armour are fully upgradable so that they can and will remain viable for your whole playthrough should you want them to. Moving on to some information about the hidden blade next. This is a weapon that has become increasingly weak over the last couple of games, and Valhalla somewhat solves that problem by making it once again capable of one-hit kills, even on bosses. However, when you do attempt this on a boss, you will get a quick time event, which, if done correctly, will take out the boss in a single hit, and if you fail, you still deal a huge chunk of damage, and then obviously start the fight off at a good advantage as you've already managed to land a critical hit. There was also some footage of a boss battle that ends with the choice to either execute or spare them, which will obviously have some sort of story outcome down the line. This guy here that we spare then goes on to kill someone at King Oswald's wedding, so probably not the best one to spare, but I wonder if there are some bosses which when we spare them we might be able to recruit them into our settlements. We will have a cinematic camera mode when riding on your horse, just like Red Dead Redemption had, and this option will also be available when travelling by boat. When you toggle the cinematic view, the camera will pan around and make it easier for you to enjoy the scenery. When this is activated on your boat, your crew will sing skaldic songs or tell stories about past adventures, so you can learn a little bit more about their backstories. We will also have a feature called Odin's Sight. This is a pulse that gets sent out to highlight enemies, chests, and other secrets worth exploring. Meanwhile, soon in, our crow will give us Raven's Sight, which will be used for tagging destination markers and to give us stats for wealth, mysteries, and secrets uncovered in this area, but it won't be used for tagging enemies anymore. And finally, there is no bounty system like in Odyssey. Instead, if you kill civilians, it desynchronizes your connection to the Animus and is game over. I'm not sure how many civilians you need to kill for this to happen, but it's probably best to play it safe and not behead everyone you see. That's all I've got for you guys today, so thanks as ever for watching. Once again, if you enjoyed this one, please make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future Valhalla videos, and I will see you guys again soon.